I decided that my life goal is to get to like a Jeff Goldblum vibe.
All right, Raphael, this is Spencer, I think. Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
I want none of that. Oh, are you gonna record this?
Yes, I am recording it just to see what happens.
Should I put on pants?
It's so nice. Everybody.
Oh my God, your hair looks so good too. Everyone's hair looks so good. Oh, we have to get our hair done.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
I see Michael in the group, but I don't see.
There's
Michael.
Yeah, there he is.
This idea for kind of a Q&A session was brought to us by Michael, who is here but not here. There he is. Luke is working. Nora got called onto set. Kirsten is having a terrible day. So there are other people who wanted to make it, but unfortunately cannot be with us this evening. But hello. That sounded like they died, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
They're not dead.
Yeah.
They're not dead.
Yeah, so I was told by Luke while he's working tonight that I had to represent for him. So I'm going to be on my worst behavior.
Michael had some questions you wanted to bring up about the project, and I figured that we'd open it up with kind of a Q&A, but I wanted to pass it to Michael to ask the first questions that might be bubbling in your head. And so thanks for everybody showing up. You want to grab a chair or do you want to bounce?
No, I'm gonna go put my plant shelves together.
Okay, bye-bye.
No, I was just I guess I was just curious about like where's the script at? How's everyone feeling? How's everyone doing?
It's so close. It's so close,
Yeah.
Michael. The way I've been writing it is I definitely don't write it at work because that would be irresponsible. But I end up with this Google Doc of words that magically appears in my free time. And then I put it into my actual script program final draft that's on my main computer. And then I send all the stuff to Raphael to edit. So I have 52 out of the 60 pages into the program, and the last 8 are in the doc. There are 3 scenes that need to get put into the program, and then that 60-page draft goes to Raphael to edit. And then once we have our working first draft, it will be released. The goal, again, is April 1st. Anyone who wants a copy of the script will be able to get it and edit it. And April will be our editing month for the script. And then all of April, the goal for the end of April is to have the quote-unquote final draft.
Well, very cool. When do you envision like production kind of starting?
So from that point, and again, this is this hinges on COVID. The rough schedule, the idealistic schedule is essentially, again, first draft done end of March, final draft done end of April. May is the month of shot lists. So May we're gonna do all the pre-production on shot lists, and then fingers crossed June we can start filming. So coming from someone who has had COVID, it's terrible. So we're obviously going to do this as safe as possible, but hoping June is our first real shooting month.
Have we thought about like shooting locations and what?
We have a couple, like obviously between Syracuse, the Adirondacks, and like Middlebury and Burlington are our main ideas of locations. But I presume that will be more narrowed out in May when we do shot lists.
That makes sense.
Somewhere in there too, between the script and the shot lists, there'll be casting. And then depending on who is in what scenes will also kind of guide us towards what is the most ideal location.
How do you envision the audition process going? How do you envision connecting people with parts?
Truthfully, I think we'll be lucky if we have enough people to fill all the roles.
Oh, okay.
It's probably going to be a process of elimination on that one.
I'll play 3 people. I don't care.
Perfect. I think it's going to just kind of work out naturally.
So many characters.
We didn't either.
I thought it was like 2 guys, like for most of the movie.
So
who's gonna watch a movie about 2 guys in the woods for an hour and a half? Going back a little ways for locations and location scouting and shots, I have a lot of the woods already basically picked out, but the main thing is going to be, it's going to depend when we film is really what it's gonna, look like. Like the woods are gonna look a lot different 2 months from now than how they look right now. And so I really want to see if we start filming when it's really, really green, and for some reason we, roll over into the fall, or if we don't even start until the fall, like, it looks very different in terms of lighting. And
Can we run power to it?
you need a long extension cord.
Okay. All right. I was just curious.
I have an exercise bike that we could have someone dedicated to spinning the wheel if we need to go.
Why do you?
You all have to take a shift on the exercise.
Yeah. My note on the locations is that I've done my best to keep it vague up to this point. A bathroom, or a driveway, or a porch, or next to the woods, in the woods.
If this helps, or just to put it in the back of your mind, there's a huge chunk of woods near my work that I bring my kids to all of the time, and there is an actual outdoor generator there.
Oh, there you go.
And you can just call the rec department and get access to it, and you can plug a bunch of stuff into. And it's probably 100 feet from it's like 50 feet from the woods.
That's
Well, awesome. That's definitely a good thing to keep in mind.
a lot of the scenes in the woods happen during the day, which should be ambient enough light to not need equipment. And then at night, I have 2 LED powered pod lights that should provide enough to make something spooky and good. I'm actually going to be planning an episode where I go out and just practice because I know I need it.
We'll just start a controlled burn for some nice light from the fire.
That's how it worked for literally all of time until like the mid 1950s.
Spencer, let me throw it to you, as you're new around these parts. What kind of questions you might have for us, or is there any background you want to know on any of us?
I do have a couple of questions though. One being, you said that you plan on starting shooting in June, and I was just curious on just how you plan on going about it.
Bold of you to assume that we have a plan. But, so here's
film everything in a week.
So in my assumption is that as we break everything into scenes, into shot lists, I will be able to lump which scenes make the most sense to be filmed at the same time and try to make digestible chunks so we can do several weekend shoots. The advanced news, and I can say this because this episode won't come out for a bit, I actually just accepted a job offer today. And
Woo!
Thank you.
Congrats.
My new position is fully remote. I will be purchasing a quote-unquote production vehicle, and I will hopefully be semi to fully nomadic this summer to essentially move the production where it needs to go.
Yeah, once we had everything blocked out, we would film all the outside stuff first, and then worst case, if we're falling behind on the inside stuff, at least it's inside. And it would definitely be awesome if COVID is all at a controlled point, so that you can travel from state to state without quarantine for 2 weeks. Because like Matt said, we have locations in New York State and Vermont, so ideally you wouldn't have to go to one state, quarantine for 2 weeks, and then come back, quarantine for 2 weeks, that kind of thing.
I only ask because I haven't really ever prepared for a film before. I've made short videos and stuff like that. So I was just wondering what the process was like. But yeah, it makes sense to group up the scenes and shoot them all at once where it would need to be.
You are in good company, because this is the most ambitious thing we've ever tried to do either. So we're all, again, the goal is to have something memorable at the end. I will place bets on how good of a quality it is, but this is all one big stepping stone for the future of our production.
And that's something I really want to be a part of. So I hope you got welcomed open arms.
Well, you showed up, and that was like the one criteria, so you're nailing it.
I mean, yeah, it's probably a good idea to see, people's faces and names before you go out in the middle of woods with them, and Good idea.
Everyone's story and how everyone knows each other. I'd really like to be filled in on that.
We'll make Lexi go first because she's sitting there quietly.
Oh boy. Hi, I'm Lexi. I went to high school with Rafi and Matt. Were we there at the same time? Yes.
Were you in Raphael's grade?
Yeah.
Then yeah, because Raphael was one above me.
Oh,
so,
geez.
yeah,
I went to high school.
I didn't
with
like your
Matt,
grade
too.
either.
But I'm good friends with Matt's older brother, and so yeah, we've known each other a very long time. And I don't know anybody else here. So.
Nice.
Live in Boston, and I'm an accountant. So I'm thinking all my questions in my mind right now are about money.
Oh, it's just a big negative. There's not much thought.
There is zero profit.
Zero funding.
Zero funds.
What am I saying? What am I supposed to say right now? Just how I know you?
Any information pertinent to who you are in the grand scheme of this production that Spencer might want to know.
Oh, okay. I'm Michael. I went to UVM with most of the people here. I don't know. I'm just helping on the production right now. I'm the question dude right now. That's how I am. I'm helping the production.
Michael was deep in the theater group at UVM, and we stumbled upon each other in improv, and we're doing a movie now. All right, we'll go to Corey.
Gosh, yeah. I just know Matt from college. I roomed with him.
Just know me from college? That's it?
That's where it all started. It goes forward from there.
It's been like 4 years with you.
I know. But yeah, I don't really know my role here. I'm just here to support Matt and do whatever I can remotely. I'm in Michigan, so I won't be of much help.
Fingers crossed, if all goes according to plan, I will be driving out to you in Colorado Springs to make you one of the board members. That is the ultimate goal.
That would be awesome. Let me know.
We're just gonna bring the whole production.
Yes!
To Michigan.
All right, we'll go Michaela first.
I also know Matt from college. Just kind of stumbled upon him. I guess he stumbled upon
Like a thorn you just can't get out of your side.
can't get rid of. I also don't really know what I'm doing. Like theater, I like movies, I like Matt for the most part, so here.
And then you're with Michelle.
I'm Michelle. I'm also a friend of Matt's from UVM. I like to write, and so I'm gonna probably like look over the script and like help edit, and then I'll just do whatever else Matt tells me to do.
I also have a board member in mind for you, which depending if you end up in Portland or...
It's looking like it's gonna be Boulder.
It's only, what, 26 hours to drive there? I can do that in 2 days, right?
I have made a few various shorts and things that used to be on YouTube but aren't anymore. I really do enjoy, making original content, creative content, and acting specifically.
Did I go? Should I say something about myself?
Probably, yeah.
I am obviously Matthew. My internet name is Savarioorazio. We are about to hit a year on YouTube, which is very exciting. I had little projects here and there, but I was pretty consumed by school. So only now, after kind of settling a little bit, even though I'm unsettling now, really diving into creating a community and a production community. We're really focused on building the group of people who are interested in projects in a really collaborative environment where people can suggest things and learn different roles, and to really keep people more connected as college is a distant memory. So we're really happy to have you join, and this is this is the perfect example of I've now met somebody through somebody I have met, and we will continue the network into this beautiful sphere.
I guess I'll go about myself so you guys know a little bit about me, because you guys seem to know everything about everyone else. I met Luke. I used to date this girl who moved out to Canaan, Vermont, so I knew him during high school, and we just kind of clicked, and we both have similar things that we like. And so, yeah, I heard about the fact that you guys were doing this project, and I was like, hell, I'd love to join something like that. I got some videos on YouTube and stuff, and just some comedy stuff. Nothing like well thought out like a movie, which is kind of what I wanted to do in the future. So it was like, Luke brought it up, and I was like, hey, this sounds like something I'd like to participate in.
Yeah, we really appreciate having you, Spencer, and we look forward to working with you.
Have you thought at all about doing like a GoFundMe or something, some sort of Kickstarter?
I made an official donations PayPal button for the YouTube channel, but I'm weird about donations. Maybe that's a really cheesy way of saying, like, if this thing is a total trash fire, I don't want to have wasted other people's money.
That's kind of the vibe.
Yeah.
If we pull this one off, we will ask for funding on the next one.
I wouldn't want someone to like be all hyped that they donated to like this movie, and then it comes out and they're like, well, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. So
do we have like a good list of who we got doing what?
I have a running list of people of what they said, what they're interested in, and like kind of contact information. There has been no firm association of roles yet because I've kind of had this month-to-month plan. April being script month, it's like everybody's on script duty right now. Like everybody's gonna get a copy and everyone's working on that. When we're actually moving into production, then we'll sign characters and cast. I'm doing that mostly for logistics, but the secondary reason would be as the project goes on, if someone gets a taste for something that they haven't done and they want to try, I don't want anyone to feel like they're nailed down into one position.
That's a great idea to have it, everybody, let's all try to do where we're at that time. I like that.
No, you bring up a really good point, and this is something I have not come up with a good solution to. I want to make a place where the community can actually like hang out, and I do
100% Discord.
Right.
Yes,
All
I
right.
like Discord. Yeah.
All right, see this? I'm putting it on my to-do list. All right, this is Spencer's first contribution. We're gonna have a Discord. I don't know how to use Discord, but we'll figure it out.
I built a Discord, so I'd be definitely down to helping you out with that if you need help.
Hired.
Who's really excited for this right now?
I'm pumped. I'm super pumped.
I do have a real question though. Where'd the idea of the Wendigo come from?
That was straight from Raphael's mind. That was his monster. I wanted to do Bigfoot, I admit. But
I wanted something a little more unique than Bigfoot. I don't have the 2-minute spiel for this. It's definitely a 6-minute ramble, but
now we'll
yeah,
definitely
it's a unique take. It's a unique take while still trying to be respectful to its origins, if that makes sense.
For sure.
Okay.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us this evening. We will certainly have more to come. You'll see your beautiful faces soon. Like always, if you have questions, reach out to me at Instagram, Savarioorazio, or Savarioorazio@gmail.com. And we're doing it. We're doing things. Get pumped. Go team.